I forgot to change the question. So,
Does he make you
uh,
want to submit?
yeah, that was the question. So, we'll get the. We're still working out the kinks, but yeah, does he make you want to submit? Is That's a big question because does he make you feel safe? Does he make you feel provided for? And does he have a vision for where you're going?
Yeah, that's something I tell my single friends and like my sister and everything. Like when they're in relationships or they like somebody,
Hmm.
I'm always like, does he make you want to submit to him? And they're like, nah. Or they'll be like, actually, yeah, that's kind of crazy. So,
Right. And I think it's important to have self-awareness too about who you are and your temperament because temperament's a big part of it. So if like you're a stronger willed woman, right, you're not going to want to have a, mild tempered man. You're going to want a stronger tempered like man to be able to be in that position to where you feel like, oh, okay, like
mhm.
he can really take the reins. And so the self-awareness is also key. And on the flip side of it too, as a man, you're not going to want to have, if you want to be in a leadership position, you're not going to want to choose a woman who is, very strong if you're more of a mild tempered man. So having that self-awareness is crucial. Let's hop back into it.
So a good rule of thumb is to use marriage as a yardstick. While a boyfriend should not lead his girlfriend or potential partner to the level of a husband and wife, which is to say, he is not yet charged by God to lead, cover, provide, and protect, he can absolutely encourage her already present devotion and natural gifts.
That's
Level up.
facts. That's facts. All right. Now let's go into Christian dating rule number 6. Remain in a position for purity. Go ahead, can you?
Christian dating rules always seem to hit this one on the head with a range of edicts, so let's not issue any ultimatums here. Instead, let's understand the following. If the situation did not even present itself, what would be the case for talking about chastity or purity? None. In the song in the Song of Solomon, the desire to be physically close and intimate is inevitable and even beautiful. Here, Christian singles can turn to scripture once again for an idea of how to navigate through modern dating. Staying sexually pure during dating is common sense for those who hold a high regard of godliness. In the Song of Solomon 1:16-17, the couple removes themselves from all temptation by keeping themselves out of the situation to begin with.
Hold up.
That's beautiful
Amen.
right there. Because our second question is, does your partner love your spirit more than your body? And that's a very, very important question to ask yourself, is because if somebody true, like that's something that I often say to you, it's like, I love you to your spirit. And if somebody truly loves you to your spirit, then what what is best for you is always going to trump, their carnal feelings for you. And so it's like, yeah, we have these natural feelings, that of attraction that I may want to jump your bones, but I know that that's not the best for you in this situation. Or I mean, and it does have to always apply to sex, but keeping yourself out of, certain situations to where you're not sinning is very crucial. And you want somebody who's going to put that ahead of, their feelings or even your carnal feelings, and said, hey, like if you're about to get wrapped up into sin, saying, hey, let's take a step back. You're probably just caught up in the moment really quick.
Mhm.
But we're doing this thing in a greater purpose, and let's do the things that God intended and the intended way that he has designed for us to do it. So
Yeah, that makes me think of this one video that we watched where the guy was saying, think of sin as whether or not it's going to draw you closer to God or away from God.
yes, yeah,
So it's like you want someone where you guys can communicate, hey, this draws me away from God.
right.
So let's work together to do the opposite of
And
that.
that brings up something that's super important. You're gonna get a level up for that because the other day you asked like, "Hey, what makes you feel far away from God?" Because some people struggle with different things in different ways, right? And so some people might have to be more reserved in certain situations. Like we had the conversation about listening to secular music. Some
Mm,
people are like, "No, I can't listen to it because I will just go back into that world, or it just it doesn't sit right with me." But some people have no problem listening to. I wouldn't recommend extreme songs for anybody who are just like totally the antithesis of what the biblical message preaches. But like some people don't have a problem listening to, things that aren't solely focused on the doctrine of Christianity, and they're fine with it. And so it's important to, understand your partner and where they're at with that so that you can best navigate and help guide them along their walk with God as well. We love you guys, and make sure you live godly.
Fight for the algorithm.